guys, how are you doing? In today's video, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about how to play one of my favorite games, Backgammon. Backgammon. This is a 2-player game, and if you haven't played it before, the rules are relatively simple. Nothing too crazy. You'll pick it up pretty quickly. It's pretty hotly debated whether or not this is a game of skill or luck, or kind of what the split is. I'm kind of on the opinion that it's definitely pretty luck dependent. However, you need to know what you're doing, and there is a good chunk of skill involved. If you get rubbish rolls, you're done for, and sometimes you really do need 2 specific numbers. But for the majority of the game, the best players leave their options open. So today I thought I'd play a little game against myself with this rather old backgammon set. This one actually came from my grandparents' house. This used to belong to my grandparents, and I think my mum would have played with it when she was a kid. So without further ado, let's get the board set up. I've already got the actual board set up below, but I thought I'd get the pieces out. There are 2 dice, as you can see. I'll just put them here for now. And each team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 counters. So let's get these counters out. Get these counters out, and I'll get the board set up for a game. Like I said, normally this is a 2-player game, but for the purpose of this video, I think I'm going to play against myself. So I'll be playing kind of 1 player, but I'll be playing as 2 different people. Let's get this out of the way. So the aim of backgammon, while I set this up, is to get all of your pieces from one end of the board to the other, and then you want to try and take them off the board. So you want to get them from one end to the other, and then get them off the board. You do this by rolling the dice and moving your counters by the set amount on the dice before you go into your end zone, where you need to roll those specific numbers to get your pieces out. And it's worth mentioning, you can only get those pieces out once all of your pieces are in your designated end or safe zone. Your end or safe zone. Nearly finished setting up the board. There we go. So, the aim for the black pieces is to travel into this quarter of the board here. This quadrant is home for my black pieces, and they will be traveling in this direction, in a clockwise direction, and stopping up here. My white pieces will be traveling into this quarter. They're starting over here and they're working their way anti-clockwise into this quarter of the board over here. So you'll notice that each team starts with 5 pieces already in their zone. However, none of them can be taken off until all of the pieces are in the safe zone. So, there are some more rules. However, I'm just going to explain it as we go. I haven't tested out the dice rolling sound, so I'm a little nervous about how loud it's going to be. First, we need to decide which colour is going to go first. So, I've got the white dice for the plain wooden pieces and a red dice for the black pieces. A bit of a weird method, but I'm gonna roll the dice onto this beanie that I've got here because I tried recording some sounds a little bit earlier and the dice on the board actually ended up being really quite harsh, so I'm gonna try and roll them onto the beanie. So here we go. We'll go with the red piece first. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got a 1. And let's see what the white dice gets. I've got a 5, so highest wins. So my whites are going to go first with the numbers 5 and 1. I think I'm going to go for a bit of a dangerous tactic here, but I'm going to go 1 and then 5. This is a dangerous tactic because these 2 pieces are now vulnerable. If a piece is on its own in the stack, is just on its own, the other colour can land on them and send them to the middle. When they're sent to the middle, I cannot move any other pieces until I get this piece back in. I get that piece back in by rolling the dice, and for example, if this piece was in the middle and I rolled a 1, then I'll put it back in on number 1. If I rolled a 5, I'll put it back in on number 5. So, a bit of a risky move. So now it's time for black's first go. Okay, there we go. We got 3 and 4, 3 and 4. I'm just gonna do a good old classic move of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got my first piece across into the home. Okay, time for white's second move. Okay, what have we got here? We got 6 and 1. I'm about to do what we call a classic move. So I could make this safe. However, realistically, I'm not really losing that much ground if I get put in the middle, because this is only just out and this is as far away as it can be already. So instead, I'm going to build a bit of a wall by moving this one 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one 1. What I've done here is made it more difficult for these 2 pieces to get out of this zone here. If I roll a double 6 with black next, I will not be able to get these 2 pieces out. So let's see what we get. Okay, we got a 3. And I'm not sure what that red is, so I'm just going to roll it again. Guess the hat method is proving to have its faults. Okay, we got a 3. Awesome, so we've got some doubles here. Now, when you get double, you also get double the goes. So not only does this mean 2 3s, it actually means I can move 4 different pieces, 3 spaces. And for this go, I'm going to move these 2 pieces. Firstly, 1, 2, 3. And here's the kicker, I'm going to move them another 3. 1, 2, 3. And land on this vulnerable single wooden piece and send it to the middle. Can you also spot here, I've made a wall. So even when this piece goes in, it's going to be more difficult for white to come out. So I've blocked now white in, and I've taken the piece off the board. Because I got doubles, I also get to roll again for black. However, once you roll 3 doubles in a row, you just move it on to the next person. So let's go for the second roll as black. Here we go. Okay, so we got a 4 and a 1. Let's see here. What can I do? Nothing's really jumping out. I think what I'm going to do is move these 2 forward and try and break out a little bit. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, and this is just going to give me some more options to jump over this wall my next go. Okay, that was a really good go for black. Let's see what we can do as white. Here we go. Okay, so we got a 2 and a 5. So, the first thing I'm going to do is go in on 2, and I'm going to move this piece by 5. So because I rolled a 2, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was a nice quick go for white. Here we go for blacks. Okay, we've got 5 and 1. 5 and 1. Okay. Go on, then we'll do something a bit risky. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go for 1. So all I've done there is I've jumped over the wall with this piece, and I have moved this piece a little bit further to a position where it might escape. Here we go for white's next go. I need to really work out my rolls here. There is a 6 and 2. 6 and 2. What am I going to do with a 6 and a 2? And so I could get these out, but they'd be quite unsafe and really easy to get by any one of these. Or I could move another one of these to near safety over here. I kind of want to get a piece out, but I can't see a way to do it. I think I'm gonna tell you what, we'll go for a 6 and a 2. And I've done that because it's very likely that if they do try and get me out, they're leaving these 2 pieces vulnerable to attack from my 3 columns here. So I think that's an okay move. Here we go. Next go for blacks now. Okay, 5 and 4. 5 and 4. We're gonna get this piece to safety. I reckon that's definitely the move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick, short, simple, but now that piece is nice and safe. Here we go. Oh, nearly. So that's a decent roll for my whites. I got a 6 and a 5. What do I want to do here? I can't get this out because of the wall. I could move this to relative safety, but not total safety. I could move some of these. I quite like having this here because it provides a point for this one to jump to. So I could get, say, a 1 and a 6, and that makes a nice column here. That's going to be really annoying for these 3 pieces here. So I think I'm going to go for a 6, and I'm also also gonna go for. Oh, go on then. I'll go 5. This probably isn't the best game I'm playing for the whites, but we'll just go for it. We'll go a bit risky. Here we go. Okay, 2 and 6. 2 and 6 for the blacks. Let's see here. Now this piece is being really pesky because if it wasn't here, I would just be dumping some of these pieces into the end zone ready to take them off. However, because this piece is here, even if I say put this piece in, I could go 6 and 2. It's vulnerable to attack from this solo wooden block, so I need to think. I'm gonna jump over the wall while I've got the chance. I'm gonna go 6 and 2 and really hope that one of these two doesn't come and get me. Here we go, next go for the whites now. Oh, look at that. We're on to doubles, double 5. And this is where it's really annoying because these two, it can't get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it cannot get out. So we're going to rock with these guys. We're going to go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 5. We've got you off in the middle right behind that wall again, mate. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 5s. Oh, I'm going to have to put someone in danger here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 5s. And I really want a 2, 3, or 4 next go. I really want a 2, 3, or 4. Here we go. So this is definitely a 3, but I'm dubious if that's a 6 or a 3, so I'm just going to roll it again. A 1. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to move this one by 3. 1, 2, 3. And now that is a secure column. So if I roll my next go a 6 or a 4, I cannot get in on 6 or 4 next go. And I'm going to move this one 1. Let's go for the black. So I need anything but 6 or 4. Anything but 6 or 4. Oh, look at that. 5 and 3. So I'm going to go 5. And I can't really get out. So let's get these ones closer. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Whites. 3 and a 2. Oh, this is mean. I'm being mean to myself here, but 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Is that right? Was that not? Oh, it doesn't matter. I think it's fine. Okay, so I need a 1, 2, or 3 to get in. Be really great if I got a 1 and a 6, a 5, a 2 and a 5, or a 3 and a 4. Okay, let's see what I can do. Oh, I hope that wasn't too loud. Oh, 3 and a 4, look at that. So I'm going to go in on 3 and move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've shoved this guy back all the way back over here. Okay, let's go for the wooden one. So I need any number between 1 and 5, but ideally I'd like 3s, or a 4 and a 6 would be nice, but probably 3s. I probably prefer 3. What have I got? Oh, hey, look at that. So when you get a 1 and a 2, that is what we call an AC juicy. In the AC juicy, I have to do a few things. Firstly, I need to move 1 and 2. Then I need to pick a number and I get 4 of that number. Unlike doubles, you do not roll again after an easy juicy, but you get to pick what number you do 4 of. So, if the rules were a little different, I'd move this one 2, this one 1, and then do 5s, get that out. But you have to use your 2 and your 1 first. So I think I am going to go for in on 1, move 2, and I'm going to pick 1s actually, and I'm going to go 3 1s, shove you back, and then 4 1s, get this guy over to safety. And that's my AC juicy. That's all I'm going to do. I chose low numbers there, so I could get this one out. But also, I'm aware this might take a little bit of time to get these 2 over. And I do not want to end up with all of my pieces being shoved down on the board. So let's go for the blacks. Here we go. A 4 and a 1. So I'm going to go in on 1. And I'm going to move this one 4 to safety. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one's nice and safe. Easy does it. Over to the woods. 2 and 3. Okay, here we go. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Let's go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So I'm sensing a bit of danger now because it's really hard for me to get these 2 out. I'm being forced to move these ones down here. And the danger that I'm ending up with now is I'm going to be keeping on forced to move these ones further down and down and down. And when it comes time to the end game where we're trying to lift all these pieces out, if I've got all my pieces on 1s and 2s, it leaves me a much lower probability of getting pieces off when I roll. So I want to have a nice even spread or have them up high so I've got the time to go down. So here we go, let's roll for the blacks. What do we got? 3 and 1. I'm going to move this one 1 so there's more chance for it to get out. And 1, 2, 3, closer to the safe zone. Here we go for the whites. 6 and 1. Okay. Well, I can't pass up the opportunity to get one of them out. And for my safety, I'm gonna have to put that one back there. Not ideal because I don't really want a strong point back here because that makes me feel threatened. Now I really don't want to leave any of these weakened. But I've had to get that out, so we'll see. Here we go for the blacks. 6 and 4. Ooh. So I got 6 and 4, but because 6 and 4 already have columns with more than one piece, I cannot go. We got 3 and a 4. Okay, what can we do? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then this is dangerous. If I got, say, a 6 and a 2 in the next go, he's going straight back to the middle. This is where it becomes luck and skill. It's kind of, what are the possibilities of what could happen? How likely are they to happen? What's my opponent playing like? And that's a bit difficult when I am my own opponent right now. But you get the gist, you get the memo. Here we go. So it's black's turn now. 2 and a 4. So I'm in on 2. But I cannot move 4. So there's 2 things that spring to mind of what I could do with this 4. The first thing I could do is I could get this piece out. However, I'm only pushing it back slightly. It's already pretty far back. And if I was to get it out, I'm leaving this piece here vulnerable. If I was to do something like that, I'm leaving this piece and this piece vulnerable to attack. Because it could get, say, a 3, It could get a 1 and a 6. It could even get a 3 and a 4 and get them both out. So actually the risk is pretty great. So I think instead, where was it? It was here. I think instead with that 4, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that piece now is tucked out of the line of sight of this piece. This piece cannot move backwards, it can only go this way. So my black piece is fully safe, and I've still got a really strong wall here that makes it difficult to get out. Okay, let's go for the white. Okay, we got double 2s. Double 2s. I think we're gonna go 1, 2. 2 2s. 3 2. Oh no. Yeah, 3 2s and 4 2s. And let's roll again. What's that? 3 and a 1. Okay, 3 and 1. Well, I cannot get this one out, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and 1. And I'm just further restricting what these two pieces can do. So I'm really blocking them in, but there's going to become a point where they become a nuisance and I actually want to get them out. And likewise with this one, I kind of just want this one out of here now. What do we got here? Oh, I've messed that up. I'm going to have to roll again. Sorry. 2 and 3. Whose go was I on? I was on the black's go, because I've just moved them. What do I say? It's confusing, guys. Playing this as both sides is kind of confusing. 2 and a 3. So there's the sensible option. There is a sensible option, but there's also the kind of the funny option. Go on then, we'll go funny. So I'm gonna just 1, 2, 3, take them out. 1, 2, and so I've still put these two pieces in danger, which I kind of said last go I didn't want to do. However, I've got them out, and I've also formed a new wall here, a new column, so there's less chance of this one getting in. There's still a chance it could take these two pieces out, but I'm not too worried about being a nuisance for these guys in here, because it is the most frustrating thing when you have taken pieces off the board and then one of them gets taken out and you have to start all over again. It is a great way to really get under the skin of the person you're playing against if you are feeling a little bit down and out. So let's have a roll. It's white's go. White's go. It's wooden. This piece isn't white. It's wooden. Sorry. The board I played on growing up was not this board. It was a different board, and it had white and red pieces. White and red, like the dice. So I'm not sure I keep calling them white and black, because it's wooden and black, or brown and black, really. Okay, we got 4 and 3, so I can get in on 4 and move 1, 2, 3. So my black piece now has been gone to the center, but like I said, I'm not too worried about that. And we got here 1 and a 4. Okay, so that is a move 1 into 1. I'll put it up here so you can definitely see it, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Move our piece in. Okay, here we go. Let's go for the browns. Was that 6 and a 5? 6 and 5. We'll just get them down. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. 6 and a 5. Oh, okay, this is a dangerous game. If I get a 5 or 6, you're going straight back, buddy. Straight back. Dangerous game. There we 2, and a 4. So he's not going back just yet. I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 4. And now I'm in danger of stacking these blacks up, so I actually really need to get these out with some high numbers. But right now it's the browns go. Let's see what we get. Double twos, double twos. So we're going to go for 1, 2. And you know what, look on, let's be. So I could take this piece out and do 2 2s, 3 2s. However, that's stacking pieces down the board, which I kind of want to avoid. So I'm going to go 2 2s, 3 2s, and then 4 2s, and I'm stacking the middle a bit here, but what can you do? Let's roll again. 5 and 2. So I'm going to take off my 5. I'm going to put my, I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but I'm going to put my off pieces off to the side of the board. And 2, I'm going to move this 2. But I'm getting a stack here now, which is going to make things life difficult, really. Okay, what can you go for is for the black pieces. That's a shoddy throw, you can't see that. Let's have another go. Oh, you are joking me. Double 1, well, at least I get to go again, but we'll go 1 1. So they've all got the best chances possible of getting out. And I'll do 2 1s, 3 1s, 4 1s. Let's roll again and see what we can do with these black pieces. Well, hey. Okay. So we got 6 and 1, 2. So this one's a little bit closer. Let's go for the browns. So you got, got the same. We got 6 and a 2, so take off the 6. I'm gonna have to move this 1 2 into safety. Back onto the black pieces. We're entering kind of the end game now. Wow, look at that. So the black pieces now have an AC juicy, and for that I'm just gonna focus on getting these back around into the home end as quickly as possible. It's time to start catching up. So let's go 1 2 and 1, and I'm gonna go 2 6s. And then another 2 6s, and all of a sudden the race is on. There is nothing stopping these guys from getting out, and these guys need to get back in. Now, I'm at a disadvantage with my brown pieces because I have very little pieces in the high numbers, a really big congestion area over here. If I roll 4 or 2, I'm not taking anything off. So I've not got a very even spread here. Only 3 pieces on 5 and 6, which is not ideal. Now, on the black side of the board, I'm at a disadvantage because I've not got all my pieces in. And at best case scenario, it's going to take double 6s to get everything back in before I can take my first piece off. But there's a likelihood that it's going to take me 2 or even maybe 3 goes before I'm getting my first piece off. So let's see how we go. It's the browns go next because you do not roll again after an ACGC. Let's put this up a little bit. See if it holds. There we go. Okay, we got a 3 and a 1. So that's quite a lucky roll for the browns. Getting some of those lower pieces off the board. 3 and a 1. I'm going to do stacks of 5. And let's see what these black pieces can do. I need some high numbers here. Oh, and it delivers. So we got double 4. So let's go 1 4. We do 2 4s. 1 2 3. That's 4 4s, and I can roll again. So we got a 6 and a 1. So I'm going to move one of them 1. And this one 6. So now next go, I can start taking these pieces off the board as well. So next go, I can start to remove these pieces. I'm only 4 behind the brown pieces at the moment. Here we go. It's really hard to remain impartial at the moment. Okay, double 3s. So all 3 of my 3s are going to come off the board, and that's a great roll for the browns. 2 stacks of 5. And I need to move another piece 3. I'm actually going to move one of my 4s 3 because they're really stacked up. So 1, 2, 3. And on my board's got a bit of a better spread. Let's go for the second roll because I got doubles. Okay, 5 and a 4. So I'm instantly going to take one of my 4s off. However, I don't have a 5, but I still have to move a piece 5, so one of my 6s is going to come all the way down to the 1s. So when you have lots of pieces on the board, this can be a bit scary because you don't want lots of pieces all stacking up here. And that is not what you want. Okay, let's go for the blacks and see if we can get some numbers off the board here. We've got a lot of catching up to do. It's currently 15 to 7. 15 to 7 left on the board. Here we go. That is not a bad roll. A 4 and a 1. I've just knocked my pieces over. I'm wearing quite baggy sleeves. And they've just knocked one of my pieces off. But it's alright. We can fix it. Okay, so strong showing. 13 versus 7 left. Here we go for the browns. We've got a 5 and a 1 again, so I can take off 1. This is my homemade piece. We were missing a piece, and so I ended up just cutting this out of some cardboard. I think it came from a bit of IKEA packaging, and I tried to cut a circle out, but as you can see, my arts and crafts are not, a strong point, but it does the job. So that's 1. We'll have to move another 1, 5. It's only 1 piece off that time. Let's see what we can do in the blacks here. Come on, you blacks. 4 and 1. I need to shuffle better, but 4 and 1, so take off 4. And I'm going to move this 1, 1. So we got a good spread here. Okay, 12 versus 6. Here we go for the browns. Can they take home an early victory? Let's see. Oh, now that is painful. It's double 6s, so we can take off our 6. Who needs to be here? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave that one on its own. But because I cannot move any of my other pieces 6, we go straight back to it being the black team's go. Here we go for the black team. What can we get? A 3 and a 2. So we're going to take off that 2 straight away. And I'm going to move this piece. 1, 2, 3. So even though we only took 1 piece off, we've got a really great spread. And a big chance of getting multiple pieces off the board next go versus the brown team, which only has 2 columns in use at the moment, which isn't great. So here we go for the browns. Let's see what they can do. Double 3. Oh no. So the brown team, I'm going to have to move 1, 2, 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Let's move them up so you can see them. 5 pieces on the 1 column. And I don't get to go again. This is not a good position to be in for the brown team. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid. And I think this is where it shows the backgammon is a lot of luck. So even though I was trying to keep my pieces up here, sometimes with the rolls you just don't get the numbers, and I've ended up having to push them down, which is just part of life, unfortunately. Just part of life. And because I only rolled 3 3s, I only moved 3 3s, it goes back to being browns go again. So that's twice in a row unable to use all your doubles has really hurt the brown team. Here we go. The blacks, what can you do? Okay, we got a 4 and a 5, so that's 2 easy pieces. Off you go. Hey presto, Bob's your uncle. How'd you like them apples? Okay, here we go for the brown team. Can they get double ones? 4 and a 5. Nope, nothing. Straight back to the black team. The black team got 4. Oh, that's interesting. They got 4 and 2. So there's no pieces on 4 and 2. Instead, I'm going to move my piece on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then take off the 2. So you can move it and then take it off. Moved it, taking it off. And onto brown we go. 5 and 2, no, nothing. You're done. I'm going to move the hat into this unused quadrant. Bit of a bigger rolling space for you to see. Black teams go. 5 and a 4, so we take off 5, and I'm going to have to move this one 4. And the browns, can they get the double ones? Nope, 6 and a 2. No bueno, no bueno. Black team, what can you do? 6 and a 3. What will it be but a 6 and a 3? So we're pretty well caught up now. It's now a 5 on 5 game, and my money would definitely be going on the blacks because they have got 5 pieces spread out over 4 numbers versus the browns have got all 5 pieces on 1 number. Not a good position to be in. Here we go. Can the blacks pull off the comeback of a century? I think they are. Look on track to do so. 3 and a 2. So they take off 2. Oh, hang on, no, it's the browns. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway because the browns can't go. Onto the blacks go. Now that is cruel. That is cruel. Just what the brown team need. The blacks have rolled. The brown team would love one of those to get 4 ones off, but no. It is the blacks go. So we'll take off 1. We'll move 1, that's 2 ones. We'll take off 1, that's 3 ones. And we'll move 1, that's 4 ones. And we'll go again. And we will go again. What can the black team roll here? 6. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, back on the browns. Can they repeat that lovely double 1 that the brown team just rolled? Let's have a look. Well, okay, they get 1, 1. I'll tell you what, that's something. They get 1, 1. 2v4 in favour of the black team. Big time. Here we go. What can we roll for the blacks? Oh, 5 and 6. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Brown team, can they get some more 1s? Let's have a look. Oh, they can. 1 and a 6. This is looking feisty. This is looking really feisty. 4s and 3s for the blacks. That's what they're after. 4s and 3s. Oh, no. Okay, so they move 1. This is looking tight. Here we go. It is the browns go next. Here we are. Oh my god, they get another 1. I promise you guys, I'm not rigging this. I don't put enough effort into these videos to rig it. But oh my god, my heart is racing. The tension is palpable. Absolutely palpable. I'm dumbstruck. This is the most fun I've had playing a game by myself in a while. Who needs COD? Who needs FIFA when you've got this? Righto. Black team, here we go. 4 and a 2 is what we're after. Nah. Just disappointment. Can we get double 1s? Can we get double 1s? Oh, it's the opposite. I don't want double 6s. Here we go. Can we get 4 and 2? 4 and a 2 is what we're after. Oh, 3 and the life is cruel, but we can go for 3. and 1. So we got a bit of a 2v1 situation going on over here. A 2v1 situation, what's going to happen? Again, the singular 1. Okay. A 2 versus a 1. Can blacks get what they need? We need a 2 of any kind. We'll get them the game here. All double 1s. Oh, there we go. Had the last breath. Blacks take the game. They have gotten all 15 pieces off the board first, coming from an admirable position where they were trapped by White's wall by Brown's wall. The black team has absolutely stormed home. They've stormed home. There's no other way to put it. And they've taken the victory. White left with one solitary piece on the board. That last one just could not get off. He just could not get off the board. That one piece left there. Oh well. So I hope that has been somewhat enjoyable for you. I really hope it has. I'm going to go now. I'm going to make my dinner and I'm going to have a shepherd's pie. And it's going to be really nice. I really hope you are relaxed and you somewhat enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.